Hello, hello. We doing alive. We here. We back. Should I move? I'm gonna scooch myself a little bit over, so there's more things to see that can be seen. I don't really remember what happened last time, but apparently we got our asses fucking kicked. So we're gonna head back to the Defender's Heart and hopefully not die. Apparently, that's on the that's on the table. I was gonna say on the cards, but that's not that's not right. That's not something that people say. In the cards. Ooh, I have time. Give that to this dude then. Come on now. Okay. Oh, where'd those guys go?
Wearing a robe? Check. Baphomet symbol around the neck? Check. Crazy eyes? Check. Note to self, bring a mirror next time to be able to adjust the optimal level of eye craziness. Everything is ready for the experiment.
Hold on, I don't think the game volume's loud enough. Okay, hopefully that'll do.
An audience. Problematic but not critical. You there, girl. Stay out of this. It is counterproductive to stand in the way of scientific progress.
I had to pat my dog. She's making some noises there. Who you calling girl? What the fuck?
Who's that? I don't know her.
Greetings, boys and girls. I am your sister in sin, a devotee of Lord Baphomet's dark will, and so on and so forth.
She looks like one of us, but she talks kinda weird. Who's there with you?
Who? Oh, them. Just an audience. They don't matter. Consider them a supplementary component of the coming experiment.
I'll play along.
In the name of our Lord Baphomet, please be so kind as to undertake a little test of your competency in our wicked cause. Let's start with something simple. So here's my first question. What is Lord Baphomet's favorite weapon?
We will not answer to you.
Our lord can wield any kind of weapon. He is all-powerful.
Wrong. He wields no weapons at all. He doesn't need any. He just gores his enemies with his horns.
I'll keep playing along for now.
These answers are wrong. The correct answer is Isergal, a glaive made of red adamantine. This experiment has taken quite a surprising turn. I would never have expected the followers of the great Baphomet to be baffled by such a simple question. Fine. Let's recalibrate the difficulty and proceed with the next question. Please name Lord Baphomet's sacred animal.
A bull! Of course, everybody knows that.
Of course, everybody.
Yep. And a cow.
Yeah, I should. It's an aurochs, as a matter of fact.
I'd like to ask you to stop prompting them, but it seems they could do with a prompt or two. It appears the experiment has yielded results which are as unexpected as they are incredible. Baphomet's cultists have not the slightest idea about who Baphomet really is, let alone any in-depth knowledge of his ideology or philosophy. I'm positive that this news will cause a sensation in widest scientific circles.
Damn it, she's right. I'm a shitty excuse for a cultist. And my mother used to tell me to become a plowman.
Hey, take it easy. We've only had 2 questions. You there, come on, ask another one. We'll get the next one.
Ask them some more. They might manage it.
Is there any sense in continuing? You cannot answer the simplest of questions. I am ashamed of all of you, as cultists and as individuals.
Please, ask again. I can answer. I'm sure I can.
How do you spell Baphomet's name?
Uh-oh.
B-A-F-A... Oh, screw it. To hell with Baphomet. I thought it was gonna be fun, but instead there are all these questions. I'm done here. I'm going back to my home village, back to my mother.
What about all the fucking crimes? Forgiven, I guess.
Hey, wait! You there! How dare you stir up discord in our ranks? Grab her and tie her up, and her entire entourage too!
The experiment is complete. Unable to deal with the questions, the cultists decide to deal with the examiner instead. A typical reaction for a person who has never been burdened with any intelligence. Now you're gonna start hitting each other, aren't you? Please, proceed. I won't interrupt.
Enemy approaching.
All right, let's refamiliarize ourselves. This is an AoE, isn't it? Yeah. I'll hit with the AoE. And, that's fine. Yeah, spirit enchant your weapon. Give yourself an extra... Give yourself 4 extra attacks, I suppose. You're fine, I suppose. Use that. I think that should be good.
Just die already!
I got crit! Ooh, that looks spooky. The absence of an answer is an answer too. Okay, spooky dude.
The result is statistically predictable, especially considering their intelligence level.
Well, of course.
What about you, girl? Are you ready to answer some questions for the good of science? Let's proceed with the experiment. My first question is simple. Which colors does the goddess Iomade prefer?
You're absolutely convinced that the correct answer is red and white.
This answer is correct. It is comforting to meet at least one educated person in the melting pot of ignorance that is Canobras today.
Yeah. Yeah. Highly intelligent I am, yes.
Let's proceed. Did Aradin take part in any crusade before he died?
The fuck's Aradin? Was an immortal Aslanti who raised the Starstone from the bottom of the inner sea, and in so doing founded the city of Absalom, and ascending to godhood, prophecy told of his return to Galarian and the beginning of a new age of glory. On the eve of his return, however, his clerics were cut off from his power, and terrible storms racked the world. Now presumed dead, Aradin's demise ushered the current age of lost omens. Oh, So he's kind of like a Jesus figure who fucking failed. He just come back and it didn't work out. That's kind of sad. Okay, so I passed the check. You know for sure that Aridin died long before the world wound opened and the First Crusade began. I could have determined that from what it just told me about him, because I'm pretty sure we're in the Age of Lost Omens now, right? And the world wound opened after, like, during this era. It didn't happen in the last era, so yeah, so he died, so he couldn't have, right? That's part of the he didn't. Wait, hold on. I'm just making sure. Let's proceed. Did Aridin take part in any? Okay, so no, he
Your
didn't.
answer is correct. Aridin's death dates to 4606, and that is precisely the year when the world wound was opened. The First Crusade started back in 4622.
Oh, so like his death is like the cause of the world wound. I don't. Yeah. Yeah.
Your knowledge would make Mendev's Crusaders proud. My final question is, what is the title that Aurelu Vorlesh bears? Is she the architect of the world wound, the Lord of the Labyrinth, or the Border Inquisitor of the Shapeless Abyss?
Aurelu Vorlesh? It's not even giving me a thing so I can read it. Oh, I passed the knowledge, the world knowledge check. Okay. You're positive that Aurelu Vortex is the architect of the world wound.
That's correct. Most excellent. You successfully answered all of my questions. Splendid. Amazing. This is a breakthrough. I thank you for your cooperation.
I can't help but be super duper intelligent. Hey, Major, nice to see you. Glad you can make it.
It seems to me that I owe you an explanation. My name is Nenio. I am an explorer, a pilgrim, a yet-to-be-recognized scientific luminary, future author of the great Encyclopedia Galarianica, and rector of all Absalom's universities at once. Future rector, I should say. I also know several spells.
Oh, nice. Now that you're here, could you tell me, is the audio okay for the game? Can you hear it okay? Okay, now you can tell me what the fuck's happening. Audio seems fine? Thank you.
It is so heartening to see you strive for knowledge. I have been conducting an experiment comparing the intellectual abilities of the average cultist with those of the average crusader.
Oh.
And I must admit that you passed the test with flying colors. This does offer a glimmer of hope for the future of Crusade. I have always claimed that despite the popular beliefs about the limited intellectual abilities of those in the army, at least some of them can be considered educated. It pleases me to see that I was correct.
Am I a crusader? I don't think that was stated. I didn't agree to be a crusader. Are you trying to say that I'm mediocre? I passed with flying colors. I don't think she implied that, did she? There's a glimmer of hope for the... Yeah, I'm the glimmer of hope, because I passed. Probably believe that limited intelligence is at least one of them could be considered educated. Yeah. What? How would I imply... How does that imply I'm mediocre? How do I get mediocre from what she said? It was pretty clear that she was saying that I'm the glimmer of hope. And not that I'm stupid. I have a name.
I apologize for an injury to your ego, but your name is irrelevant on the grand scale of the universe. Thus, it cannot possibly interest me. I will forget it as soon as I hear it. To avoid unnecessary confusion, I'd prefer to not know it at all.
Well, you know, Nenio, that is not very woke of you. You don't even know what my pronouns are. So, I'm sorry you're getting canceled. Sure, we can join forces. This is not safe. Shall we join forces?
Do you wish to become my follower? To accompany me on my expeditions to the World Wound? To assist me in my experiments? To run errands for me? Perhaps even to write down my deepest thoughts for the benefit of future generations? Oh, how splendid! Of course, I agree.
I should have known. I should have known that she was going to be like that.
Truth be told, I have no money to pay you. But you will be aiding the progress of science, and that is its own reward.
If we join forces, you'll have to follow my instructions during our expeditions.
Huh? What? Oh, yes, the dangers and these battles. Of course, I will follow your orders. I place my life in your capable hands, so I can focus on the things that really matter.
Yeah, she's got a real ego. That's okay.
Excellent. You're hired. To think that I finally found someone to accompany me.
We just cleared it up, and she still thinks that I'm serving her.
Your first assignment is to take me to a safe place. I have to admit that today's experiment has left me quite tired.
No.
Rely on me. No reason to pause.
4 with a fucking lay on hands? The fuck? 1d6, isn't it? 1d6 per 2 character levels. It doesn't add the... It doesn't add her charisma? I could have sworn lay on hands applied charisma. Heal, using do swift action. Oh, she can just use it a number of times equal to her level plus her whatever. I could have sworn they added their charisma to that, but suppose not.
As it should be.
You can probably tell I don't play a lot of paladins. In the D&D campaign I'm in, I just cross-classed into paladin, so not really familiar with all the paladin stuff as of the moment.
Can we retreat already? Cover me, all right?
Okay, guess I'm... Actually, no. I need to get out of there. I was gonna get fucking murdered there. I have like no health. It's what you mean, Pathfinder? Pathfinder's basically just 3.5, like a homebrew version of 3.5 for D&D. It functions incredibly similarly to D&D, even fairly closely to 5e. I'm gonna be honest. I know very, very little about the lore of Pathfinder. I only know about the World Wounded stuff because my brother ran this exact module, like several years ago. And I just remember some of the details.
That's enough, Bob.
Just getting some rest. Because, boy, oh boy, did we get our frickin' asses beat. Like, one of the characters is blinded.
I do like how spick and span you keep all your things. Your armor is so polished.
I'm gonna skip this. We don't need to. Yeah, well, yeah. It really depends, like, on your group. You need to have like a decent group, you know. I grew up on it. I grew up on D&D. So, but like my IRL group isn't my preferred group. I prefer my online group. Just because my IRL group doesn't do much roleplay. And that's like the meat and potatoes of D&D. Alright, he has the illusion. I want this dude. Right? He has potions, doesn't he? No. Who has potions? What are these? Cooking ingredient, okay. Tainted fowl? Why do I got the feeling that'll make me sick? Just gonna sell that. Brew potions. I don't know. Let's just toss everything that's not magical in there. You know what? Even let's even throw masterwork in there. What is this? A glaive? Glaive? Give you the runs, the flying axe handles. I'm unsure what you mean. It's pretty cool that they added helmets. This might be like a 2E version of Pathfinder, because they don't have like special mechanics for helmets in Pathfinder that I know of. Deceiving Facade. That's a cool name. Buckler receives a critical... They're afflicted with... They're affected with the effect of a minor image spell that produces 2 mirror images that last 2 rounds. Ooh, that's good. I mean, I don't think anyone's going to be using that glaive, so we can toss that in there. See if we can't make more money. Because I kind of want that. I'm still short. Okay. Well, I know he's got it, so I can try and save up for it. Because that'd be... It looks like a good thing to have with what I got right now. The fuck? The cave's having a party. Where's Kate? Can I deactivate it? Doesn't look like it. That's a weird choice. Let you deactivate other things, but not the Kate. What was it? Shift Alt? No. Control Alt? No. Alt? No. It's one of these buttons. No. I was trying to bring up like the cheat menu because I think one of my mods might give me the ability to turn off the cloak, but
I'll go ahead.
apparently it's not worth it. Okay, I need to buy potions. I don't know who sells potions, though. That's the thing. Maybe the bartender? Mayhaps? Gimmel. Show me what you got. Yeah. Just give me all them. And all them. No, I can't afford all them. But I could do... Fuck. Dark Veil. Once per day you can use this item to range attacks for 1 minute. That's pretty cool. Ooh, Bag of Holding might be good too. Dark Omen. Wearer of this ring has the ability to cast spells spontaneously. It grants them the ability to cast following spells: Ray of Enfeeblement, Scare, Ray of Exhaustion, Fear, and Waves of Fatigue. To cast a spell, this wearer needs to have the spell slot required of the required level. Interesting. We'll toss that in there just because that'll help with the equip load. So don't have to worry as much. We'll just pack up on Cure Light Wounds. Perhaps yes. Because we went through a fuck ton of those. Like an absolute fuck ton. Here's the thing, I'm not big on him, so we'll replace him with Sauron. He's kind of meh. I was more interested in his girlfriend that turned out to be super duper evil. Let's... Let's go to the Thiefling's hideout, I guess. Put him up front, because I think he's a cleric. I think. Just gonna make sure. Cleric. I think cult leader is a cleric. Yeah, he's, I'm pretty sure. He's a melee. I'm pretty sure he's a melee character. What's going on here? Waiting to see if she's voiced. Okay. The basement is dark and dank, and you are immediately struck by the hostility of the gathered tieflings. 5 of them are kneeling along the wall, separate from the rest. The tall woman who had been cleaning her fingernails with the tip of her knife greets you with narrowed eyes. Brother Woljif, you got my message then. Sorry I couldn't swing by sooner, dear Charisme. It was just one of those things. It was just one thing after another. First I was in shackles, next, well, no, I was still in shackles, and I was being watched, and then the chief got me out. And I came here straight away. I knew you'd been waiting for me. Enough talking, or else we'll be here all night. So, we had a clear plan. We were going to wait for nightfall, slip into the shop, grab the goods, and leave. Even if the neighbors called the guard, there was time to get away. But what happened? The bitch Irabeth showed up almost right away. She knew we'd be here. She knew we'd be there. Somebody betrayed us, and I have a good idea who it was. What do you have to say to that? Make it quick. Ooh. Yes, I feel like this is very in character. The burden of proof lies on the accuser. Woljif doesn't have to prove anything. Kurzme turns to you. She speaks. I thought Woljif only brought you so he'd have someone to hide behind if things went south. In a single, fluid motion, Kurzme adjusts her grip on her knife so that she is now holding it by the blade, as if preparing to throw it. Burden of proof. Are you a city guard or something? I don't know how it is with your lot, but in the family, the highest rank is always right, and here, that's me. Not a big fan of that, because I wish there was like a more lawful options in response to that. Could be like, well, I don't like that, you know. I don't like how you're such chaotic people, you know. I feel like the Mr. Mosby meme. It's the law. Do you think Woljif knows the name of the traitor? Yes, he knows the name of the traitor. Every gang that Brother Woljif has been part of has very quickly come to an end. Their hideout location has passed the guards, or their competitors found out where they could ambush them. Woljif is the only one who always comes out smelling of roses. If you think about it, you'll come to the same conclusion as us. Stop right there, criminal scum! You violated the law. Pay the courts a fine or serve your sentence. Then pay with your blood! Woljif, tell us your side of the story. What happened? Oh, dear Lord. What's there to tell? About a week ago, Sister Kurzme got 6 of us together in this very basement. She and those 5 over there, Woljif jerks his head towards the 5 tieflings kneeling by the wall. She rounds us up and she says we've got a score. Ancientries and wonders. I've never heard that word before. Ancient trees? Hold on. I gotta Google this. Is this a real word? Ancient trees. It's a real word. The quality or fact of being ancient or very old. Wow. That's... Every day's a school day, am I right? The one place nobody's ever been able to hit, the place that was guarded by a golem. But now, a powerful scroll that would knock out the golem just happened to come into our possession, along with a tip-off that the store owner would be gone on a particular night. All 6 of us know a bit of magic, and we know that any enchanted junk will sell for a pretty penny. So we're in. And the most important thing was that none of us was to be hanging about the shop instead of the job. No casing out the place, no calling attention to ourselves from either the golem or its master. This job was top secret. This is all true so far. Go on. We did everything right with the locks and the golem. I picked the lock, and I remember it clear as day. Sister Dalna was on the lookout. Brother Melron had the scroll. Dofi, Tavi, and Varnir brought the sacks. We covered the windows and lit the torches. I remember scooping up rings and tossing them in a sack, and one right expensive one rolled away from me. I crawled under the table after it, and next thing I know, Irabeth was there. Everybody scampered, and I was still under the table. Not my finest moment. I was going to wait it out there, but then those blockheads were dragging me out by the tail and putting me in shackles. They took all my rings off me, about 20,000 worth, and to add insult to injury, I never even found the last one. In the end, I got busted over nothing. So they caught you, poor thing. Stripped you of your loot, and you didn't even manage to stash anything. Charisma. Just making sure I pronounced that right, because I said that real quick. Charisma is pointedly polishing her knife. Where's the moon of the abyss, Brother Woldriff? What's the moon of the abyss? It's an amulet. It used to sit on a little cushion in the window of the Ancient Trees and Wonders. Sterling silver sparkled like a star. Fine piece of work. On one side there was a half moon, crescent and waning moon. In the middle there was a dark crystal, like it was eclipsing the moon. Old man Philemon was so proud of that amulet. He used to say, "I'll never sell it. It's the jewel of my collection." Woodruff sighs unhappily. I used to go there to see what kind of treasures there were in the world. There's nothing else to look at in Kenabres. People used to claim it was a powerful thing, but who's to say? If you ever stole a thing like that, you'd have the guards on you the second you tried to fence it. Everyone knew that you were always hanging around the Ancient Trees and Wonders, drilling over the moon of the abyss. Do you think you could swipe it in the commotion and keep it for yourself? Did you hope that we'd be all locked up and you'd got off scot-free with a trinket and boot, or the trinket to boot? Don't take me for a mug, Woldriff. I see right through you. Why would Irbeth arrest her own informant? Took the words right out of my mouth. It doesn't make any sense. If I was the rat, I'd have kissed her on the hand and been long gone by now. You know me, sister. I'm a cautious fella, not an idiot. Why would I go against the family? So the fish of the Selen... The fish in the Selen can have a nice Woldriff-sized dinner? The Moon of the Abyss is a pretty bauble, to be sure, but it's just an amulet. It ain't worth dying over. You knew Erebus people would protect you. You knew you could pin the moon going missing on them, and you've come here with backup. You know exactly what I was going to say to you. Only problem is nobody returned the amulet to Philemon. Are you giving Erebeth a cut? Is that it? Have you seen her? Do you think she'd take a cut of anything I offered her? She can't be bought. She's like three heralds of Iomedae all rolled into one. I think Iomedae is like the super god, like the super goddess of the world. Go on. Oh wait, I didn't read what she said. He speaks the truth. You'll find some knights who will take bribes, I'm sorry to say, but Erebeth Tirablade isn't one of them. That's the whole story. That's the whole story. Woljif crosses his arms, looking affronted. Some family this turned out to be is just a name in the end. In a real family, people take each other at their word. They don't throw around accusations. I didn't take the Moon of the Abyss. What am I gonna do with it? You can't sell it. You can't sell it to no crusaders. It's a special item. You can't wear it. It'll get nicked. It's pretty. It's pretty to look at, sure, but it ain't that pretty. If it's that important to you, Sister Charisma, I'll find it, and I'll drag the traitor here by his horns, just so you don't end up at the bottom of the Cellin. But do you know what you're gonna owe me for that? An apology, right here in front of everyone. You're going to apologize loud and clear so everybody hears it. You'll say, "Sorry, Woljif, you're a good guy, and I was wrong about you." Fine. You're one of my people, which is why I'm going to give you some time. But if you run, Brother Woljif, the family will get you wherever you go. You'll spend the rest of your life looking over your shoulder, tossing and turning at night, fearing poison in every cup and every meal. You'll look into the eyes of every tiefling you meet, wondering if the family's come for you. You'll have no peace, but one day you'll be tired of running. You'll stop to catch your breath. And that is when we'll get you. Got that? Damn. That's hard. That's hardcore. Now take your time. You have a way with words, Sister Charisma. A way that almost made me wet myself, by the way. Nonetheless, let's go, Chief. We'll go chat to that scary gal Arabeth. She knows you a little. We can ask her who ratted us out. I'll let you do the talking. Alright, we'll find the real traitor. I'll get my apology. Onward to Erebeth, Chief. Let's go clear my good name. Root out the traitor, but be quick about it. Time is running out. I don't want to get chewed up by demons. Okay, wait, hold on. Do you sell anything? No. No special vendor. I'm gonna take a sip. After all that reading, my mouth's a bit dry. What is... Oh, it's a little knight. It's a knight on a horse. That's kind of funny. They had a little ad for the original adventure. Where was she? Oh, right, she was like over here. We're in that gold armor. I want to get gold armor like that, damn. Any success? There's a trader I'm trying to track down. Who's your informant among the thieflings? Erebeth arcs her brows in surprise. Excuse me. Kennebreth is threatened by a demon horde, and you have enough spare time to help out thieves? Erebeth sighs. I don't like this, but I hope you know what you're doing. I'll tell you everything I know. I didn't see my informant's face. He slipped out of a dark alley, handed me the note, and disappeared. Erebeth hesitates as she tries to remember. He had a cloak with a hood masking his face, but the long horns, didn't fit under it. There should be a guardian golem in the Ancestries and Wonders, the shop they tried to rob. The owner gave us the construct's code word just in case. The golem itself was destroyed, but the head seems to be intact, so you can interrogate the thing and find out what it saw. The code word is Hand of Iori. The shop's owner must have escaped, but there's a chance you'll get lucky with the golem. Okay then. We're about to talk to a fucking head. I need to get like the war priest or whatever. The thing that like lets me wear armor while I'm casting spells and stuff, because I want to get like gold armor like that. That'd be badass. There it is. Welcome back. We're about to talk to a head. Ooh, loot.
Hello? Is anyone there? Free at last. I thought I'd be flattened like a pancake under that rubble. Much obliged. Damn, I'm not in any pain, but my head is so foggy for some reason. What's with all the hubbub in the city? The name's Finian. I'm a Pathfinder. If there's anything I can do to help, I will.
Is it a talking weapon? Okay. You're a Pathfinder?
That's right, Finian Dismar, Pathfinder and Crusader. I roam around the world wound wherever my tasks lead me. Scouting mostly, but this last while I've just been hanging around in Canabras, waiting until I'm needed again. I'm bored out of my mind, but at least this shop makes for better lodging than some inn.
What I meant was, what are you?
What's that supposed to mean? I just told you. You want to know where I hail from, is that it? Well, I'm from around here, actually. We Kelets of the Star-Eye clan.
You're so casual. He's like, I don't even know what you're talking about.
But I couldn't stand by while the demons wreaked havoc, so I came back.
Dude, you're a weapon.
Or did you mean to ask about my weapon of choice? Well, my best weapon is every weapon. I'm a skilled and capable fellow, if I do say so myself.
Oh,
I can swing a sword and poke with a spear, but what I am best at is communing with the spirits. They call folks like me phantom blades.
The fuck is happening? A phantom blade, what's that?
It's like a spiritualist, but with a twist.
Oh?
It means that some spirit took a liking to me at some point, and it can turn into whatever weapon I need. Handy, eh? I don't need any whetstones or enchantments. Doesn't take up space either. Although, to be fair, it's not a barrel of laughs. The spirits that bestow this kind of power don't come from happy places, and they're not exactly bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. They usually appear after great battles that leave few survivors.
The city is under attack by demons.
Wait, what? The last thing I saw was some thieves breaking in here. And then the guards came, everyone was running around. After that, it's a bit of a blur. Right when things got intense, they dropped the cabinet on me. I couldn't even help the owner. I was just lying under the shelves like a dimwit until you came along.
I don't think he knows he's a weapon. Considering the fact that, like, yeah, he doesn't seem to know. He doesn't seem to know that. His spirit must have been, like, trapped inside this weapon, and he's completely oblivious to it.
If there are demons in Canabras, we must do something about it. The city needs every blade it can get. Hey, do you mind taking me with you? I don't think I can handle this alone. And besides, the more the merrier.
How do you end up in the shop?
I've been waiting here so long, I don't even remember anymore. Just sitting and waiting for any word from the Pathfinders, but it looks like everyone has forgotten about me. The shop owner is an old friend of the Pathfinders, so I've taken up residence here.
Alright, I'll take you with me. You're interesting, at least.
I swear you won't regret it. I can do all sorts of things. Is there anything your party is missing? A sword, a spear, a bow? Just say the word.
Oh. Okay. You have a unique companion, Finian the Talking Weapon. You can access him through the special button on your inventory. Click on it and start the dialogue with him, or change his form. He can take the shape of any weapon, and you can give him to one of your characters in your party. There's no limitations to change the form. He'll become more powerful as his personal story progresses. That's cool as hell. That's fucking awesome. Who needs a good weapon? I think everybody does, but I think Like, she's got a good shield, so maybe I'll give Sauron a, is he fine with light maces? Because that'll be more appropriate. Heavy mace, light mace. Yeah, he can do a light mace. I don't think I gave him like a... No, he doesn't have any like specialty. Want to talk about you? Oh, god damn it. Okay. Do you realize that you're a weapon? What kind of question is that? I mean, sure. The clerics keep going on about every crusader being a weapon of Bahamut, but I don't speak of myself in fancy words like that. I'm just a lad with 2 arms, 2 legs, and more freckles than I'd like. I choose where to go and roam and whom to fight for. I don't want to be someone's weapon, you hear? Eridan is dead. Now everybody decides their own fate. Okay, but like... I thought I was supposed to like change the kind of weapon he is through this. Oh, okay. Light mace? Yeah, that looks more appropriate. Okay.
What a find!
Glad I didn't miss out on this. That's pretty fucking cool. I'm stealing their score.
As it should be.
The thieves case this place, and I'm just taking everything. Someone's a pipe fox pet? That looks horrifying. Provides a +3 insight bonus on knowledge arcana. +2 on perception. Interesting. The formerly well-appointed shop now looks a sorry state. It has been completely ransacked. Lying in a corner next to a scorched wall is the soot-covered shards of a clay golem's head. The golem's eyes glow in the gloom. Master, code word. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the kind of password someone an idiot would put on his lunchbox. Hand of Ivory. Code word correct. Awaiting orders. I don't care about who created him. Tell me about any suspicious people who came to the shop in the last week. 56 individuals entered the shop. Human, female, old. No male, old. Human, female. He's reading off all customers till he'll be reading off all the customers till nightfall. We need to ask in a different way. Were there any suspicious people? Tieflings. This is like Google searches. Like, oh, that wasn't specific enough. I need to change my Google search. Add one more word. Tieflings 3. Tiefling male, middle aged. Tiefling male, young. Tiefling female, young. Pretty sure the young one is probably gonna be Woljith. Short horns curling backwards, medium length tail, eye color yellow, hair color black, special observations, annoyed master. Horns, hair, tail, sounds like me. But it's not possible. I know what the security's like here. I didn't come near the place. I give you my word, Chief. No special observations. Subject was unremarkable. There, see, can't have been me. Describe the middle-aged tiefling. Tiefling male, medium height, long horns, medium length tail, eye color pale blue, skin color dark, special observations, red hair. That fits the description of the guy that Erebeth was telling us about. That's a traitor. I'd bet my life on it. Charisma drilled it into our heads that he wasn't to go that we wasn't to go hanging about the shop. Red hair. We've got a couple gingers and plenty more who get it out of a bottle. So much for a special observation. Golems ain't all they're cracked up to be, eh? Maybe its master knows more. Describe the female tiefling. Tiefling female, above average height, hair long, pale, tail not observed, long horns, eye color blue. Special observation: scar on nose, baldric with gold stitching. I don't know that one. A new arrival, most likely. Gold stitching, eh? Wouldn't mind getting to know her a little better. Where's your master? Philemon Friliatros, my master, is in his hiding place. Revealing the location of the hiding place is prohibited. Prohibited. Livy held himself up in the basement when the commotion started. The entrance should be around here somewhere. Where's the basement? Basement is below me. I guard the basement. Leaving my post is prohibited. Alright then. It's gonna scoot you over.
Not possible.
What?
A trivial
matter. Failed the strength check, I guess. Let's keep looking, see if we can find any more treasure. Nope, doesn't look like it.
Might be trap.
Oh.
Might be treasure.
Oh, where was it? There it was. Gold ring. Okay. You got my reference. More loot. Pick the lock, I guess.
I hope you appreciate this. That's not far.
Alright. The elderly gnome, so poorly as to be nearly spherical, is curled up in the corner of the basement shaking. Marauders! Bandits! Scavengers! Are you the shop owner? The gnome seems to settle slightly. My name is Filian Ferelitros. I was the owner of the shop, but I am here. I'm not sure I can claim to be the owner of anything now. I hope there's at least something left of it. That is how you speak English. These are English words, and this is how you speak. Oh, come off it. Your shop is fine. It's a bit ransacked, maybe, but nothing a bit of spit and polish can't fix. I'm tired of you. Die! Where were you the night of the robbery? Do you think I robbed my own shop? I was here, in the basement. I was told to make it look like I'd left. The watch was very keen to get their hands on those thieflings. They seemed to be multiplying all over Galorian, so of course I did everything they said. And I've been stuck in this basement ever since. The golem wouldn't move away from the door, so no matter how much I yell at it, or no matter how much I yell at it, but then I thought that was all I thought that it was all to the good. What? Somebody came by after the guards and caused a ruckus upstairs, bellowing like mad, taking advantage of my absence. Tell me about the tieflings that visited the ancestries and wonders recently. Why should I tell you anything about my customers? You're not from the city guard or the Eagle Watch. Chief, if he keeps digging his heels, just say the word. I know how to loosen his tongue. I could bluff, or I could try and intimidate him. I'm equally good at both. But this takes a higher DC. I could get that one much easier, but like, I just need to roll a 6 to get that one. I'm helping the Eagle Watch. I'm helping the Eagle Watch to catch the culprits. It is in your interest to tell me everything. Start talking, or else. Nah, I'm gonna bluff. I failed. I rolled below a 6. That is mildly infuriating. I think that's like not the first time that's happened where it's like, oh, I just have to roll like a fucking 5 and I'll be fine. And it's like, nope, you fail. But no, I'm kind of suspicious eye over you. Is that so? How do I know you're telling the truth? And since when is the Eagle Watch in the habit of sending strangers to do their work for them? Start talking or else. What the fuck? I somehow rolled below a 5. Below a 5 and a 6 in a row. Painful. Well, Jeff, you try and persuade him. Ooh, spooky, spooky. Persuade him how? I am gonna try. I'm just gonna let him have a little chat. Wooljeff erupts in blue flame in the shadow of a winged demon, with claws grows behind him, with the devourer demon from the depths of the abyss. Philemon recoils in terror, covering his head with his hands. I'll tell you everything, yes. I really did kick that pup, but I didn't know it'd go flying halfway across the yard. Wow. Evil. Chaotic evil. Pup, what pup? Tieflings? Tell us about the tieflings. Tell me about Wooljeff. Wooljeff, or Philemon's face wrinkles in distaste. Wooljeff Jeffto, yes? Right? Yes. I've known him for a long time, though I'd rather not know him at all. He's been skulking around my shop for years, treating the place like a free museum. He always wanted to look at the moon of the abyss. I'd chase him out, but he'd just slink back in again. If he was with his gang that robbed the shop, I'll bet anything he swiped the moon. Come on, I'm the prime suspect. Whoever betrayed us all, that's the one who's got the moon. I want to see it return too. You get me? I get the idea of other people's grubby hands. I don't like the idea of other people's grubby mitts on it. Tell me about the red-headed tiefling. A red-haired tiefling? I suppose, yes, there was one who came in, spent a long time looking around. He was a person of modest means, I could tell by his clothes, but he asked me to show him an Asmar-made chainmail. He certainly couldn't afford it. That's when I suspected that something was off. I checked everything after he left, but nothing was missing. That put my mind at ease. I can't remember what he looked like. I didn't get a good look at his face. All I remember is that he was wrapped in a green cloak, like he was freezing, but that's all I have. You don't remember what he looked like? Like, not even a little bit? I mean, your fucking golem gave us more than a fucking green cloak. That's it. With the description, we'll surely sniff him out. Come on, Chief. Back to Sister Charisma. We go to have a good, long, shifty at all my brothers. Put all these clues together. Something tells me our traitor isn't gonna wriggle out of this one. What about the tiefling woman? Philemon scratches his chin. A tiefling woman? Ah, yes, I remember now. A noble lady. Unlike the tiefling ruffians, who oh my goodness. Unlike the tiefling ruffians we have around here, she purchased magical equipment for the crusade, and she promised to come again. If only all tieflings were like that, I'd be laughing all the way to the bank. Found out everything I wanted to know. How is this not like a chaotic evil action, though? Or at least an evil action? Just to fucking murder this guy for no reason out of a fucking whim? That seems evil. But it's not an evil action, apparently. That's all I wanted to know. If that wasn't enough to help you catch the thieves, then I don't know what else to tell you. Now be on your way and leave me in peace with my wreck of a shop. Okay. Actually, fuck.
In due time.
I was gonna say, he kicked a puppy. He should fucking die. But I apparently missed my opportunity. Had I known that I wouldn't be able to, I would have done something about it. Back to the tieflings. We're fucking we're investigators today. I bet you didn't know this about me, but I'm actually a private investigator.
I won't let you hurt my friends.
And why don't you got that guy?
Why not both?
Wow. One shot him. That was pretty impressive. Okay, let's just take a quick look-see here. I don't see any redheads. Ooh. Maybe one of these guys? Oh, yeah, there's two redheads here. Is this sleeping dude? Oh, it's black hair. Yeah, so it's one of these guys. Alright. Kuzma drums her fingers nervously on the handle of her blade. Well, are you going to tell me who the traitor is? The name and the moon of the abyss that they stole. I don't need anything else. Take a good look at the suspects. The tieflings are all tense and ready to reach for their weapons. The only redheads are Malron and Dofi. The dark-skinned tieflings are Varnir, Dofi, and Malron. Dofi, Malron, and Tavi have straight horns, but Tavi is female. Only Varnir and Malron have green cloaks. So it's Malron, right? He could have swapped cloaks, but like would he know to is the thing. But the thing is that his horns aren't very long. He was supposed to have been described with long horns. Because they couldn't fit in his... Well, I guess those horns couldn't fit in a hood. So Malron, I guess. Ready to give a name. Malrin. You pay for this, we'll get you in the end. I'm not gonna read those names. Grab him, take him away for questioning. Charisma looks wary, but her earlier tension has clearly lifted. He confessed. Someone connected to the cult of Baphomet ordered him to steal the moon of the Abyss, and the best idea he could come up with was to drag us into it. He got the scroll to take out the golem. He betrayed us to Erebeth so that he could swipe the amulet in the chaos. He thought we'd get nicked, and he'd slink off and meet up with his customer. You got the moon of the Abyss? Let me look at it one more time. My whole life I've dreamt of holding it in my hands, if only for a second. He said when he got the window to the window display the moon was gone. He's lying, of course. He had time to hand the moon to the person who ordered it. Bloody cultists. I don't really give a toss. I'm just glad we got to the bottom of this. Can I join the family? I don't want to join this family. What are you gonna do now? Clear out this place. The sooner the better. The city's dying. I don't want to die with it. The city would have already died if not for the people who stood up to defend it with their weapons in their hands. So defend it. I'm not stopping you. It's your city, but we've always been outsiders here. Why would we fight for you now? What are you gonna do with the traitor? Charisma nonchalantly plucks her nails with her knife tip. He'll be sent to visit his distant relatives on their farm. To think about what he did. Any more questions? I've never been to a farm. I imagine it's really pretty. Fields and apple trees and chickens. Charisma gives Ember a side glance. Yeah, sure. Chickens. I have to go. I don't plan on hanging around here either. Sister, Woljif nervously bites his lip. His cheeks are flushed and his tail is swishing around the air. You forgot something. Could be like Nick Valentine on this one. Yeah. I'm Private Eye. What now? You should be happy to be alive. An apology. You promised an apology to me. Loudly in front of everyone. We're alone now, but I still want to hear it. Well? Ah, that. Charisma shrugs indifferently. So sorry, I suppose, for being wrong about you. This time, I don't think just because you didn't act like a jerk this one time, it doesn't cancel that it cancels out the rest of your record. I know all about you. Till next time, Woljif. Private Iris. That's good. That's good. That's the most... I just have to roll... If I fail this roll, I'm going to be fucking pissed. Because that means I rolled a fucking 3 or lower, and I am not going to be happy if I can't... If I fail every single roll that I'm supposed to be good at. That's the most pathetic apology I've ever heard. Okay, good. Charisma's eyes harden as but then she sighs. Alright, fine. I'm sorry, Woljif. Let's part on good terms. Ooh, I could push it. And now apologize to me as well. When you falsely accused my ally, you accused me too. Dang it. Don't push it. Charisma turns to leave, but hesitates and adds, good luck to the both of you. I mean, I still failed a roll of 6, right, on that last one. Whatever, though. Woljif watches her go, his tail relaxing. Better than nothing. Listen, Chief. When you got a spare minute, come to me. I have something I want to discuss with you. But for now, let's get out of here. I don't like sitting around, sitting below ground when the building above is ready to crash down on our heads. I mean, your fucking family was fine with it. Ooh, I can explore.
Interesting.
Everybody get out of there. Can't fucking see shit.
I am helpful. Am I not?
I was hoping for big loot, but... Okay. Make 10 gold off that. Hell yeah. Well worth the trap. Most people put traps in front of $10. Well, I don't want to lose this. Very important. I think that's the main quest. Let's go back to Defender's Heart and we'll talk to Woolja. See what he's got to say. See if he gets like a bonus for me completing his quest.
Do not fear. Do not waver.
Whoa! That, it clearly had like a fucking trident, but whatever, give me a fucking poleaxe. I like that little quote. Oh, there it is again. The absence of an answer is an answer too. Anonymous. I hope you're talking about the anonymous character and not the the hackers. Don't worry. We're all a little dumb sometimes.
Psst, look, Chief. I got something to show you. Ta-da! A real beaut, isn't it?
Wilger comes closer to you and quickly makes sure no one is eavesdropping. He makes a subtle gesture, and an amulet on a chain appears in his hand. A silver amulet with the shape of a waning moon with a dark crystal in the middle, the moon of the abyss. A real beauty, isn't it? Ooh, the traitor. So he did betray the thieflings.
Oof, that cuts me deep, Chief. You and I saw who the traitor was. It's just that when we robbed the shop, I went in first and took what I wanted. Nothing wrong with that.
There.
Although, of course, I did think about hiding the moon and just taking myself off somewhere warm when all this blows over. But only because I want to see the world. Is it a crime to want to travel? Huh? Is that what counts for treachery these days?
I don't think I want to know the answer to that question. You were searched by the guards. How did you manage to hide it? Well, we all know there's a special pocket. I don't think medieval times guards need to check that one. Why don't you give the amulet to Charisma right away? Why'd you steal the Moon of the Abyss? You wouldn't have been able to sell an item so rare anyway.
Why, she asks. It's expensive, pretty. And you know, it's my amulet, actually. Not meaning I stole it, but I mean, this is my inheritance. My grandma and I were poor. All we had was a jewelry box with the moon in it. She used to store it under the floor in the basement, and she'd take it out sometimes just to look at it.
Aww. You do, yeah.
She was always nicer when she had a few drinks in her, so I could ask her things then. One time I asked where she got it from, and she said it was from a demon. You know, the demon who was my grandfather. He said the moon was to be passed down. My mom was good for nothing and nobody, so that's why Grandma decided to keep the amulet for me. She used to say it would be mine when I grew up.
Interesting.
But she couldn't wait until I grew up. She squandered my inheritance when she became a drunk. Took it to Fileman's shop and pawned it. He gave her some coppers for it, and she didn't even haggle. Just grabbed them and ran back to the tavern before last orders.
Damn. Also known as the prison wallet. Yeah. If I knew you were gonna be so loud, I wouldn't have let you in. I love you. You're a good girl. You're just a loud girl. You're just a loud girl. She's a very big girl. This pupper. She's very loud, very big. Doesn't know her own size. Go lay down. Don't go into bed. You can go up. Go on. There you go. Hold on, she needs help. Oh, no, she managed it. Alright. There you go, good girl. That should, No, she was like itching herself, but she was like banging the floor. But she's on my bed now, so she probably shouldn't make any noise.
I've been going to Fileman's to look at the moon ever since I was a kid. He chased me away, but I just kept going back, so eventually he gave up. He didn't skimp on security. The place was like a fortress, so he wasn't worried about a street rat like me pinching anything. Even when I got more skilled, I couldn't get any closer to it. One day, I had no one to go with. Another day, there were only oafs who'd never stolen anything more than a church donation box. But when Charisme had planned everything out, I realized I had a chance to get the moon and move away from here. Maybe to Garen. I hear it's warmer there. I've stayed with the family for too long.
You deceive people who consider you a friend. That's not the way you should treat your friends. Atone for your crimes by serving the crusade. You did the right thing by not giving away the amulet. Stealing from thieves isn't even stealing. You have to put yourself first. It's your business, not mine. We'll go with the evil option. I mean, tactically it's his, right? It's not his fault that his grandma's a fucking piece of shit, right?
Allies, friends, it's all a load of crap. Life brings us together, forces us to make plans, do whatever it is we do, but it's a safe bet that this ain't forever. I might be a traitor, but the others, are they any better than me? Melround had a good reputation in the family. He was trusted, and you see what happened. If you abide by the law, anyone can rob you. So you need to break the law first when no one expects it, and run before you go soft and get too attached. Whatever you think, I owe you. I'm not just a thief. I have my own business selling things. Thanks to you, I'm still in the family, and we have the black market sewn up in this city. It's a good way to sell valuables. So, if you need anything, a scroll or something, just say the word. I have a little portal to our people in Nerosian. You put a note there, and you get what you need. I can't get you anything big, but what they do have is all high quality. Nothing's too good for you, Chief. What's mine is yours. For a price, of course.
Of course. Now how does that work? From what you can get using your tiefling connections. Okay, so it's just another shop. Interesting. S-Stock of Purity. Okay. I have a thing for S-Stocks now. I said that in the last stream. 4 to 12? The fuck? Okay, it's enchanted, so it's 3 to 11? Two D4. Oh, and it's got 1d3 positive damage. I was like, how the fuck? Like, how does it deal? How does it deal 4d12 or 4 to 12 if it's only 2d4? I figured it out though. I'm big brain. Am smart. Masterwork cold iron. Oh, it's finesse too, so it's actually better for me. Because I'm better at... But I like using Radiance because it made me feel like, you know, like a big piece of shit for not giving it to the paladin. Although if I got the S-Stock, here's the thing. If I got the S-Stock, I could give the Radiance to the Paladin, and the Paladin would be way better. And the game's a bit difficult, so that might actually be a good investment. Right? I mean, it's the difference between -1 and 0, so... But I mean, I could buff up my dexterity with like bracers of dexterity or something like that. What I need is like good way to make money. Skip. Yeah, I got a big thing for S-Stocks. For D&D, my D&D campaign that I'm in, my DM gave me like a special item, like a long time ago. And I recently decided that I was going to use it as my primary weapon, so I had to rebuild my character around it. And I convinced him to make it an S-Stock. And because there's no S-Stock made in the game, like there's no stats for it, he let me devise what the stats should be. And what I did was I basically took a rapier and scaled it up. I made it like a bastard sword version of a rapier. So it dealt it dealt 1 die step higher. And was an exotic weapon if used in one hand, but a normal weapon if used in 2 hands. But it was a piercing finesse weapon. Essentially. Like, there's like, something else. It was like, there's like a special attack where you could make it do bludgeoning damage instead of piercing. Because one of the things that people could do with the S-Stock, because the blade is the blade is blunted. It's only the tip that's sharp. So because the blade is blunted, they could hold the blade and wield it like a freaking hammer and like just fucking slam it down on people's heads. I also gave it like a special critical thing, because another thing that they could do with the S-Stock is they could use their hand to like grab the blade and shove it in, so they could like get even more like leverage into the stab. So I made it have like a bigger critical.
Let's try this way.
How did Sauron get a fucking sneak attack? I didn't know he had sneak attack. What the fuck? He does, because he's a cult leader. Interesting.
Time's not waiting.
Let me heal. I don't have very much health. Hammer time. That's right. But yeah, S-Stocks, pretty fucking cool. Oh, because I found a new thing. Sure, we can investigate that. Oh, it's just, I get stuff. Cool. Cool, cool. I just think S-stocks are pretty cool because, like, and it also weighed as much as a longsword because that's apparently one of the things with S-stocks. So I was doing research on them. They weigh the same amount as a longsword because it's the same amount of material, but the blade is just thinner and longer. It's a very, like, thick blade, so it's still very heavy. It's pretty cool. Whoa! It's an angle! Kennebrus burns. The city should never have fallen. Fate shows no mercy. It's a monk. Clouds may veil the stars, but nothing can hide the light in someone's soul. And I see the light in you. And I see this light in you. She's not talking about me. Stream's buffering, not sure if it's my end or yours. I'm getting no warnings right now. We'll stand on the shoulder against evil. I hear the echo of a familiar voice. I feel the warmth in my kindred flame. My sister, we will help you. Angelic aspects. Interesting. Let's talk to the Herald. Oh. Okay then. Wherever you are, keep quiet. There's a horde of enemies just behind this door. I didn't get to read all that. There's a horde of enemies just behind this door. Come over here and you'll see there's a handy way up nearby. This is going to be a trap. Grey boar. Be quiet and watch. This is the best part. Get it together, idiots. No more looting. You all sit tight here and wait for the order to attack Defender's Heart. For the last bastion of the Crusader resistance, we'll flatten them and claim our victory. Into the abyss with all the Crusaders and the Defender's Heart. Kill us and the city is ours now. Is ours already. For now it's time to enjoy the spoils. Split up into groups quickly. I'll tell you where to go and what to bring back. How's this the good part? Grey Boar? Is it because this is a trap? Faxon, you idiot. Go back to Baphomet. He must be missing his lapdog. Everyone here will be following my orders. I'm in charge. Ooh. We won't submit to you, you dirty descarate. Keep out of this, Dallas. Or kill us. I'll curse all of your extremities to wither and drop off. Everyone listen to me. What we're going to do is... Looking for a fight, Faxon? Well, you've got one. Damn. Oh, I'm sorry. Had enough, Worm? I'm in charge here. Class is the strongest. No looting, only slaughter. We're going to sit here and wait for the command to attack. The Defender's Heart will fall.
I'd stay away from there right now. The tower is the main stronghold of the Templars of the Ivory Labyrinth and their allies. Going up against that many of them would be suicide. I have a better idea.
I'll check to see what my quality is from the stream managers. See if it's if that's what's wrong. Yeah. That's the problem. My stream is apparently unstable. My bitrate is low. Not ideal. The duration of this one has lasted 9 minutes. Okay, I'm not sure how to
If the
what to do
demons
about
and
it.
immortal agents were better organized, the Crusaders would have been crushed long before now. But they're always trying to spread in every direction. Right now, in every corner of the city, there are demons like Kylus who are trying to consolidate their forces to launch a joint attack on the Defender's heart.
Who are you?
Greybor. I'm a contract killer who's been hired to kill that demon that just walloped that other one. I've tracked him all the way here, and was planning to kill him when that crowd showed up, so I had to pull back.
What do you suggest?
Don't even think about trying to take them all on single-handed. You'll be mincemeat. Better to warn the Crusaders and the Defender's heart that the demons are planning to attack. And later, once the attackers have been taken care of, it'll be much easier to sweep through this tower and eliminate the Defenders left behind.
Like when dueling with rapiers. One doesn't lunge, but waits for the opponent to strike and leave themselves open.
Yeah, exactly like that.
Or like in cards, wait for your opponent to play his hand, and then dive under the table, grab the pot, and run.
Thanks for the advice. Who hired you?
I'm afraid that's confidential. As a professional, I'm obliged to keep my client's name a secret.
We could attack them together.
I have no desire to die today. If you choose to go in there, I'll take advantage of the opportunity, of course. I'll kill Kylus and get back here as quickly as I can. I'm not going to fight any of the others. I don't work for free.
The city is burning. People are dying. And you're thinking about how to fill your pockets?
Yes. So what? Listen here, girl. If you're so eager to save someone, go and do it. And don't waste your breath preaching at me.
I'm going.
I hope you act wisely.
You're so sad. Please take care.
What are you doing here, girl? This is no place for people like you. Go. Hide somewhere safe.
Aw. He's hard, but he's a sweet guy. I mean, I can just go straight down. But I have a strong suspicion. Here, I'm gonna tell everybody to go here, and I'm gonna save. And let's just get a taste of what's in store for us if we go down there.
Our victory is certain!
I mean, we're not doing terribly. Holy crap. I thought we'd die. I thought that warning was like a metagaming like, hey, don't fucking go down here. You're gonna die.
We will win this
But
war.
to my surprise, holy shit.
I am prepared.
Together we
Ready
stand.
for anything.
That's incredible. I really didn't expect that.
In due time.
I'm so impressed with myself.
Pretty good, aren't I?
Just What's the purpose of this? Was it just to, like, get a different position?
It might be a trap.
What would this have done? Oh, it was just a smarter way to handle that. Okay. Well, I just gave us the death's door condition, so that's smart. Good job, me. Should have gotten our people out of the way before I did that. You brought us back to waking greetings. Who are you? Not who, what. Memories. This place was created as a cradle of memory and fantasy. The things that belong to the city's heroes were kept here. People used to come to this place to remember those heroes, and myself and the others are living memories. You woke us, so here we are. Lots of things seem silent only until you listen to them. Like here, someone's memory has awoken to reveal itself to us. So your memories of who? Of the heroes the city wished to immortalize. Go, touch memory and see what they remembered of us. After all, this place was created so that our names would never disappear into the mists of history. I wish I could say we have not dishonored your memory, but Kennebrus lies in ruin, and but you fearlessly battled the invaders with no thought for yourself. You have earned no censure? Censure? That's a new one to me too. Censure. Severe disapproval. Okay. Right, in the olden days, mortal kind lost to the demons time after time after time, and now their descendants are continuing their losing streak. How could they not be proud of that? Why'd you help me? A soft smile appears on the woman's face. I sensed something in you, as if you were close to me somehow. Like we stood shoulder to shoulder once to face evil, and we must do so again. I sense the light that dwells within you. Very recently you were threatened by a powerful demon, and dark bloodlust tried to enslave your soul, but you opposed it and held fast. Continue to show the path of light, and the righteous souls will aid you and follow. Farewell. Farewell, the power that gives us the semblance of life is running out, and soon will once again be but memories, living only in words, pictures, and songs. Yeah, we should probably rest before we head out. Ooh, he's got a -3. +2, +4, +6, +6. Replace him with her. She's fucking terrible. Okay, so maybe replace him with her, and then she's at least got +1. It's a trap! Nice.
This was simple enough.
I am helpful. I did it. It happens sometimes. Trust in yourself.
Damn, we got a lot of shit. Nasty snowfall for you. I should actually check the weather's gonna be like here. The other day we had like fucking an awful snowstorm. Are these like required reading? Doesn't look like it. Because then she was like some angel. Oh, because I got like the angel stuff. Right. I remember. Oh yeah, I remember. Alright, let's head back and sleep so we don't die. So like the death's door condition, that's you can see that we got like the blood on our portraits. That means that if we go down now, there's a good chance that we'll die permanently. And if I die permanently, that's a game over. Hey, we saved the messenger. The young soldier wipes blood spatter from his face and with a shaking head. But Amade, I'm alive. By Amade, I'm alive. I felt like half the abyss and Arilu herself on my tail back there. Soldier sucks in a breath and releases it, clenching his fist to conquer the tremors. Commander Tearblade sent me to get you, and thank all the good gods I found you before it's too late. The commander wants to come back and protect Defender's Heart right away. I'm at death's door! What happened? Demons. Demons are closing on the tavern. They'll soon have us surrounded. I almost didn't make it past them to get to you. They could strike any moment. Goodbye to the tavern, I'll be there soon. Let's go. Yes, let's go. We'll show those beasts. I'm gonna have to reload. I'm gonna have to reload before I kick those demons' asses. Cause if I die, that's it. Like, this is a shitty situation. Oh! Okay, let me rest. Okay. Or will it? It won't. Or will it? Oh, it just might. I half expected it to say, you can't do that right now. Probably sleep. Oh, I don't have a spell scrapper's kit? Not much point then, huh?
I don't get you, mongrels. Why? The world.
Okay. Much better prepared for this. I'm guessing talk to Irabeth. Thank you for coming to our aid. Ready yourself. The attack is imminent. None of my people know the first thing about magic, so your help will be invaluable. If you'll allow me, I'd advise you to prepare spells that can disarm or distract large groups of attackers. They will swarm us from all sides like rats, so making it hard for them to maneuver is our best bet for dealing with them. Please keep in mind, according to the sources, to my sources, a master alchemist called Othirubo has recently arrived in the city. He is a well-known character among demon worshippers. We didn't expect him to show up personally, but thanks to him, the cultists have been able to prepare a whole cart full of incendiaries. They'll try and burn the defender's heart to the ground. The arsonists are the main target. Keep an eye on them and take them down first, or they'll burn the ground out from under our feet. I'm gonna take a little bit more time to prepare. I'm gonna reload. I feel like there's more to do in the tower, and I turned back so I could like rest, so I wouldn't like die. And I feel like we're moving on to chapter 2. You know what I mean? It feels off.
Time's not waiting.
I guess how long does this last? 1d4 rounds. This lasts 1 minute per level.
I know what to do.
Rely on me.
Open your heart to me.
Summon him.
This war must end.
Alright, let's do this.
Save
Better
the
prepared than last time. Now that I know that we can do this, I can actually, like, you know, trap. Oh, he didn't cast Shield of Faith. Oh well, I don't think he needs it. Yeah. I don't think we're doing as well as we were last time. Whoa!
Let's try this.
We didn't do better that time, is the weird thing. We prepped and did worse. I'm just gonna do this again. Just one last time. So I'll bless. Where's bless? Bless, and then he will Shield of Faith, and she will enlarge person. Cast it. There you go. And let's.
I won't let you do
Victory is certain.
Oh, did we fail? Okay. Oh well. Oh, I didn't cast Heavenly Fire. Oh no, it was Light of Angels.
It's all your fault.
I'm done with you.
Let's try this.
The world in crimson.
This will hurt.
I feel like we're doing worse this time.
Are you wounded?
Because they're getting at us right in our fucking home here.
Let's try this way. Go.
Continue fighting, everyone.
Go on.
This is going real bad.
Unexpected outcome.
Yeah, we're gonna lose. Damn it. The internet's better here than in the Midwest territories, but it's still Bell and they suck during wintertime. That's fair. That's fair. Let's
Focus.
one last try here. Last
I'll help where I can.
You can trust me.
enlarged person
I am prepared.
and shield of faith. We'll just go straight down again. Actually, let's group up here. Now we'll do it.
Enemy approaching.
Light it up. Wow. I mean, I went down last time, so it's not a huge deal.
So this is how it feels.
Wow. How do I do worse with prep? I go down without prep, and I nail it. Like, I just, it... What the fuck? You know what? I'm just gonna go down without prep again. I'm just gonna do it. Fuck it. Do it the exact same way, too. Just straight down.
Last one for me.
I remember I did cast this. I didn't move. I am going to focus on him though, with magic missiles.
This will hurt.
The world in crimson.
Tactical retreat. No. Go on. It's all your fault.
What the fuck is happening?
Let's try this way. Go on.
What the fuck? Okay, maybe I need... Maybe one character can do the thing, and maybe they can, like, stealth it? I don't know. It feels weird that they'd have that thing over there.
Save the last
Like, I don't understand. Because before it was like just one click and we did it. But now it's like, we click on it and then we're at the base somehow? I thought we jumped the thing. Because like, we clicked that and then we're somehow over here.
This is my kind of work.
Oh, there we go. Okay. So...
Ask nicely.
stealth.
Watch and learn.
And he can do this?
Just don't blame me. You asked me.
There we go.
Waver!
Cover me, all right?
Oh, what is that? I'll cut you wide open. Your world in crimson.
Hopefully that'll distract him. So he doesn't cast all those big spells.
This was not.
So this is how it feels.
Let's try this way. This will
It's your fault.
I don't understand what the fuck happened. Fuck it. We're worse off now than we were before, but you know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. Apparently, this is impossible to do without severe injury, so even when prepped, so you know. We'll just rest it off. Who did I... Was it her? That was her.
Running from the law, cutting purses.
Oh,
Good enough.
enemy approaching.
Into the fray!
It's gonna be a bit frustrating, but at least I know it's just RNG shit. It's not like game was designed to piss you off kind of thing. Dark Souls 1. What's this? Cultist? Murder! Tomer. A pale and frightened half-elf looks at you warily. His face is twisted into a grimace, like he just ate something slimy. Hey, who are you? Praise Baphomet. What are you doing here? Did Faxon send you? I heard noise outside, but I was busy making a list of relics. Did something happen? Who are you? I'm Tomer, the scribe and senior aide of Lord Xanthier. Xanthier the Plagued One. He says it. And do forgive me, but Faxon has been assigned to this command, has he not? Where is he? What are you doing here? I'm compiling a list of valuable Crusader artifacts. Lord Xanthier has ordered that everything of use should be transported from Kenabris and saved from the looting and destruction. We chose the museum as a place to collect and sort through the trophies. Unfortunately, the local thieves have proved even quicker off the mark than the demons. They ransacked the museum in the first few hours of the assault, but There are some objects of interest among the exhibits they left behind. The museum custodian has been kind enough to advise me on those. But where is Faxon? Sniggers. That doesn't sound like a good word. I get that that's probably like a snicker, but like, it didn't feel nice coming out of my mouth because, you know, 99% of that word is a bad one. Final sleeves and Mendiv. Turn your back, and everything that isn't nailed down to the floor will be gone when you turn around again. The demons have no chance against them. Masters of our trade we are. There you go, bragging again, dummy. Thieving has never led to anything but harm, trust me. If you fought the way you thieve, now that might be useful. No thanks, every person has their calling, and this is mine. But imagine if you fought as well as we thieve. Where is the museum custodian? Over in the gallery. I deceived him. I told him I was a crusader. It wasn't difficult. The old geezer is out of his mind. So tell me, where's Faxon? Die. The half-elf leaps nimbly, pulling a sheaf of papers from his bag, and goes, "No, I have valuable letters from Lord Xanthia here. I must destroy them." The cultist balls the pages up in his fist and shoves them into his mouth and begins furiously chewing like a hamster. A moment later, the half-elf's eyes bulge and his mouth opens, which is stuffed with masticated paper. Oh, I got a warning for drop frames finally. He coughs, but nothing comes out. The failed saboteur looks at you in desperation, his eyes streaming. His face is growing paler by the second. He falls to his knees. A struggled wheeze escapes from behind the wad of wet paper. His expressions veer from hilarious to the grotesque as he signals for your help. Silently watch the half-elf gasp for breath. Half-elf falls into convulsions, scraping at his throat. For all that time, he looks at you in terror, the bystander to his horrific demise. Third time's not the charm. That's right. What an idiot. God has punished them all. At least we can see the kind of mind that swears allegiance to a demon lord. I wish all cultists were as dumb as this one. It all ends quickly. The half-elf's lifeless eyes stare up at you in silent rebuke.
As it should be.
We'll go in here first, I guess. Assuming that's the custodian. Just hold on while we ransack the place. Take everything that's not nailed down. We'll come back for you. Just give me a sec.
I hope you appreciate this.
What a find!
Oh, me?
Interesting.
Whoa, there's a lot of traps, huh?
This is my kind of work. This is my kind of work. Pretty good.
I like this system a lot better than the other systems that I've seen for top-downs. Because a lot of the other ones, they just have you like go straight into the trap to disarm it, and then when you fail, it blows up in your face. It's like, obviously that makes some sense because you want to punish them if they fail. But it's like, you know, it's kind of stupid because who would do that?
I am helpful, am I not?
Just go for it. Yeah, that's right. I got a feeling that you're responding to things that are a bit earlier. The old man, looking around absentmindedly, shrinks away as you get closer. His head seems to shake uncontrollably, but his hands are surprisingly deft as he assures, surprisingly deft and assured as they level a magic wand at you. Stay back! Which are you, robber or demon? Hey, take it easy, Gramps. So that's the way it is, eh? You see horns and you think thief or demon. Stop scaring the old man, dummy. Have you seen your horns? They, how should I put this? They don't inspire trust in a city that's currently overrun with demons. I'm not going to hurt you. The old man ogles at you in terror, but he doesn't lower his wand. A rustling comes from somewhere behind him. Rats. The old man wheels around fearfully and peers in the direction the sound came from. The hand holding the wand gradually falls to his side. When he turns back to you, there is no fear in his expression, only vague confusion. I'm sorry, I was distracted. What were we talking about? Ooh. Who are you? The man lowers his wand in confusion. I think. His expression grows distraught and mournful, as though he is on the verge of crying. I forget. His gaze falls on a piece of cloth carefully stitched to his cloak that reads Teldon, Tower of Estrad Museum Custodian. Aha, I'm Teldon, the custodian here. My memory isn't what it once was. My facilities are failing me. But at one time, my mind could cut like a diamond. I was a battle mage, one of the few who survived the Battle of the Lost Chapel. But I'm an old man now. Sometimes I set down my keys one moment, and the next I can't remember where I put them. The pleased smile. With a pleased smile, the old man pulls a hefty set of keys from his pocket, proudly shows them to you. Here they are, my keys. My little lovelies, I would never give you away to anyone. Remembering himself, the old man hastily stows the keys in his pocket. What are the keys for? Oh, these keys are for everything. I can open every door in the Tower of Estrad with these. The museum custodian on duty must carry these keys at all times and never be parted from them. Not even for a second. Why is that? Because the keys were left. If the keys were left unattended, they would be pinched by thieves, wouldn't they? Thieves who'd strip the museum of all its treasures. What are you all looking at me for? Wojcik exclaims indignantly, even though no one was looking at him. Give me the keys. Out of the question. According to custodian protocol, the custodian does not have the right to hand over the keys to another. I am personally responsible for the safety and exhibits of the storeroom. I'm pretty sure I already alluded that. Don't understand the museum holds things that could help fight against the demons. Nope. Okay. What's that behind you? There we go. Why'd the demons spare you? Demons? There have been no demons in this museum. I heard them breaking into the tower, and then everything went quiet. Then a very quiet young fellow came along, a half-elf. He said Kennebrus was under attack and that the Crusaders had already recaptured the tower. He said he'd been sent to oversee the evacuation of the museum. He was very pleased to find me here. I've proved to be very useful, a very useful resource. I showed him all of the most valuable relics, explained... explained what they were, and he wrapped them up, labeled them, and carried them off somewhere. And I've been here all this time. I locked the doors, stood guard to make sure that no demon got in, but I've not seen them. Haven't heard any either. I've grown hard of hearing over the years. The half-elf was a demon worshipper. The man frowns in confusion. What do you mean, a demon worshipper? That fine young lad, so well dressed, so polite. But he said the Crusaders, oh my word. The relics, we must go after them. The man works himself into a state, bitterly lamenting as he roots through his pockets, but the outburst doesn't last long. The motion of his hand slows, and awareness fades from his eyes. He stares off into the distance and looks at you, wets his lips, and sheepishly inquires, "Sorry, what did you say? Sorry, did you say something?" He's big sad. Tell me about the exhibits. It would take a lifetime to tell you all there is to know, but I'll take you on a tour of the highlights. Some of my personal favorites. You should look for yourself. Don't regret it, or you won't regret it. For instance, there's a painting that depicts an angel, depicting angels fighting demons. Now you may find it hard to believe, but in the First Crusades, many heavenly beings fought shoulder to shoulder with Crusaders, and these two in the paintings, Targona and Lariel, are the Silver Twins, as they're called. I actually met them, you know. When I was a young man studying under Master Zacharias, they had no airs or graces be about them. They walked among noble mortals and spoke to us. They healed our wounds. Lady Targona I remember especially well. She had a special unearthly wisdom within her. The angel Lariel, on the other hand, was known for his daring. The youngest Crusaders idolized him. I'm pretty sure he's the one that gave me the blessing. Lariel. I don't remember though. I'm pretty sure though. I wonder where they are now, the twins. We don't have celestial beings in our ranks anymore. They all left sometime during the Second Crusade. On a very important mission, they say. But I do love looking at this painting and remembering those days when envoys of the heavens walked among us, and the light that seemed to shine from within them. The old man wipes his eyes. What was I saying? You must be a messenger, yes? Or are you a visitor? Why did those times end? Why did the Celestials not fight with us still? Heaven has abandoned us, surely. Heaven is above us, far, far away. Everyone there is good, I heard. But they can't see us from all the way up there. You said the angels Targona and Lariel are twins, but how can angels have siblings? That's a good question, of course. Angels are not born like mortals. They can't have a mother and a father or sisters or brothers as we understand them. Angels come into being from reincarnated souls or from the pure essence of the upper planes. Sometimes angels may adopt some features of mortals. For instance, they can identify as male or female, although it is not generally their way. Some of them can also develop bonds in camaraderie or even kinship. But in the case of the Silver Twins is rare. The case of the Silver Twins is rare still. There are two angels who emerged from one soul. What else could they call themselves if not twins? If I tell him to go to the Defender's Heart, there's a good chance he won't even make it. He'll forget what he's doing on his way there. I'll just leave him. Like, I'm not playing a good character. But I don't want to kill him, because I feel bad for him. But I'm not gonna... I don't want to do a good action, because I feel like it's out of character, and also it just seems kind of dumb considering his memory loss.
What a find!
You see what I mean? All the exploring I'm able to
I am
do
helpful. Am
that
I
I didn't do before. All of it. I shall take everything. Pretty sure that's just gonna give me more material, so I'm gonna just not go there. I could swing by the library, see if I can. No. It's gonna force the encounter.
Save the last one for me.
It'd be funny if I just left. But I can't. I'm tired. I don't know why I'm tired so bad. Okay, I can still buy and sell shit. That's good. Mace Fire. I think that is better than Mithril +2. That's pretty good, I think. And it's worth a pretty penny. Let's so if I give Lucifer, or not Lucifer, the Sauron this, I can give her the longsword version of him, I guess. You know what? I'll give myself the longsword version of him. I'll give her Radiance. Because in her hands it's supposed to be better. I mean, it is dealing more damage, so I don't know. And then give that to her. And we'll replace your buckler with this one. That's pretty good, but I don't think I'll ever really use it. I'd rather have the money. I think I'm gonna sell my scrolls. I never ever use scrolls. coming to 6,000. Is that enough for the S stock?
All according to plan.
Who had the S stock? It was the black market. It was in the black market, I remember. It was 7,000. Fuck. I don't think any of this is like really worth anything. Price in descending order. I mean, that's pretty good. Let's just go everything with the price in descending order. Potion of haste, I can do that. Let's drop that in there and see. We just gotta get it down to. We gotta drop it by 1,000. I don't. Like. And that'll do it. If I replace those, yeah. How about I wasted the money on the fucking bag of holding then? Also, I thought it counted as a longsword. But it counts as an S stock. You know what? I'll hold off on it. I'll hold off on it. Because I'm not proficient with it. Proficient with rapiers, though. That's because of my, yeah, the leader background. Proficient with bucklers as well.
I'll go ahead.
Actually, you know what? I should see if there's anything, if he's got like anything better, ranged weapon wise. No. I mean, he's got poisonous darts. $1d3 constitution damage per round for 3 rounds. Well, it's only on a crit. It's still really strong. Yeah, I don't know. Cause like using the crossbow, like is it as good as using the spell? This is 1d3 of acid damage. Oh yeah, the crossbow's probably fucking way better. 1d8, yeah. Why have I been using the fucking bat when I could have been using the crossbow this whole time? I'm a freaking dumbass. Detainer. Okay, it's +2, that's why it's so expensive. I was like, why the frick is it so expensive? Butcher of the Undead. Silverhawk. Yeah. Everything's super expensive. Yeah, he's lost it. He's got no more marbles. The thing is that I don't want to, like, progress with this and lose access to these things, you know? But that's what I'm worried about, is I'm going to progress and I'm going to lose access. Oh, I never rested. I should also... Right, I don't prep spells. Almost no one preps spells. Damn. Oh, I also didn't even realize that, him having Bless also is redundant. I'm gonna do just all Shield of Faith for that. So you can do it on everybody, basically. Because that's just nothing but good.
How'd you know you don't got long to...
Just stealing your book here. Yeah, I don't have to read all that. I'm ready to defend this place. Amade, help us all. Battle won't be easy. Okay, so I'll take... She said we need, like, supposed to slow things down, and I think she's got the best spells for that. I think she's got, she's got sleep. Sleep's super useful. Yes, I get it. We're surrounded. Where am I? Okay. Kill the arsonists. Okay.
Victory is certain.
Wow. By the time she's ready to cast it, it's not gonna be worth it.
You're irrelevant.
I'm gonna switch to that.
A calculated risk.
Oh, okay.
do it.
You should have listened to reason.
Does that only affect our all creatures? Kind of sucks. Yeah, it do that. Where was the ladder? It was like over here? Right over here, okay.
This will hurt.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
A calculated risk.